Now, Team Basavaraj Bommai there, all set to take oath in a short while from now as Cabinet Ministers, returning to the state this morning after meeting with the BJP top brass in Delhi. Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai has said the new team is a mix of experience and energy. He informed that a total of 29 ministers will be taking oath today, and among them will be 7 OBCs, 3 SC, 1 ST, 7 Vokkaligas, 8 Lingayat members and 1 woman member within the cabinet. Chief Minister has added that former Chief Minister Yediyurappa's son Vijendra will not be in the cabinet as touted. India Today learns so far as many as 27 MLAs who have been picked as ministers have already received calls from the Chief Minister. Sources say that there won't be another, or this time there will not be a Deputy Chief Minister in the cabinet of Basavaraj Bommai. The Chief Minister Bommai, along with cabinet probables, met with former Chief Minister Yediyurappa at his residence ahead of oath-taking ceremony. The number of ministers in the previous cabinet, including Jagdish Shettar, Suresh Kumar, C.P. Yogeshwar and Lakshman Savadi, have now been dropped from the new cabinet. Meanwhile, supporters of BJP MLAs Raju Gowda and Neharu Olekar staged protests in Bengaluru after they were picked up for the cabinet berth. Let's quickly cut across to Anand, the Deputy Speaker, who's quite upset, says that if he does not get a cabinet berth, he will resign as Speaker. Let's take a listen.
अगर कैबिनेट में आपको स्थान नहीं मिला तो आपको प्लेस नहीं मिला तो आपका अगला स्टेप क्या होगा सर?
नहीं मैं एक 10 दिन से पहले सम्मान्य येडियुरप्पा जी को मिला था और प्रेसिडेंट ऑनरेबल सीएम बसवराज बोम्मई को मिला था.
ओके. मैं
3 बार चुन गए. भारतीय जनता पार्टी निष्ठावंत कार्यकर्ता है.
ठीक है सर.
इसलिए मैं मेरे को कैबिनेट में इंडक्ट करो बोला. मैं पूछा.
ओके.
और येडियुरप्पा जी को हमारे को आश्वासन देखेंगे. बोम्मई के साथ बात करते हैं, सीएम के साथ बात करते हैं.
ठीक है.
आप भी जाके सीएम से मिलो.
Sir, if you are not given a place in the cabinet, what would be your next step? Would you resign as a deputy speaker?
I think so. I meet afternoon Honorable CM Mr. Basavaraj Bommai ji.
Okay.
And Yediyurappa ji. Afterwards, I will ask our party workers in my constituency.
Okay.
I will take decision.
But that is also one option for you.
Yes. हमारा constituency वाला कार्यकर्ता क्या बोलता है वो मैं सुनता हूँ.
ठीक है सर. अगर वो बोलेंगे डिप्टी स्पीकर से आप रेजिग्नेशन कीजिए तो आप रेजिग्नेशन करने के लिए तैयार है?
तैयार है. मेरा कार्यकर्ता क्या बोलता है वो उसको रेडी है मैं.
Let me cut across to Nolan Pinto tracking all these developments. Nolan, we're already looking at supporters of MLA Raju Gowda who are protesting. You have Anand Mamadi who is already insisting that he will resign from the Deputy Speaker's post if he is not given a cabinet berth. So clearly dissent already brewing even before the newly found ministers have taken oath.
Nabila, this was a known fact, and that's one of the reasons why Basavaraj Bommai, when he was in Delhi, very clearly stated that everyone should understand that not all the MLAs can and will become ministers. They'll be looking into both experience as well as giving a chance to those who have never become ministers in the past. Now, this was a known fact. This normally happens. You have MLAs really angry that they didn't get a chance. They have been lobbying very, very hard. Many of them have actually gone for the past few days meeting the former Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, trying to actually seek his support. Yediyurappa has very clearly stated, in fact, he came out and stated that all those who have actually been coming to him to lobby, he said, please go and speak to Basavaraj Bommai, who is the new Chief Minister, and also to the BJP High Command, and he would not interfere. Now, what we are told is that Basavaraj Bommai, when he actually set this cabinet up, he wanted to bring in both experience, new MLAs, making sure that all the regions of Karnataka are given are accommodated. However, the old Mysore region, as of now, MLAs are not happy because they say that representation has not been given from there. Especially you're talking about from Mysuru, from Kodagu. So these are the things, this is what happens. And the threats that they make, it's very, very normal. And what we are told is that the Chief Minister, after the cabinet is formed, he will have a cabinet meeting, a quick small cabinet meeting where important decisions will be taken, and thereafter speak to all these MLAs who are unhappy and assuage and tell them that maybe in the next expansion they might get a chance.
Well, Nolan, we understand that the oath-taking ceremony is just moments from now at 2:30 is what the schedule has been put out. If you can take us through the names, the probable names. Many of the turncoats have now been retained within the Bommai cabinet as well. Lucky them. Who are those?
Well, Nabila, in fact, 2:15 is the time where the oath-taking ceremony should begin. 27 to 28 of them will be actually sworn in now. They will take the oath of secrecy. As of now, it will be administered to them by the governor of the state. Now, what we're told is that in the previous, in the Yediyurappa's cabinet, about 12 of the migrant MLAs, the ones who actually jumped ship from the Congress and the JDS, out of 12, 10 of them have actually will be retaining a minister post. This is what the information we have actually got. Apart from that, a few senior MLAs who were ministers in the past have been dropped. You're talking about Jagdish Shettar. He actually took a preemptive decision saying that he wouldn't be interested in joining the cabinet. He's been dropped. A few of the migrant MLAs, one or two of them have also been dropped. Senior leaders, especially those who spoke against B.S. Yediyurappa in the past few months, they have also not got a chance. So basically, he has stuck to a proper representation. Seven MLAs who are OBCs have got a chance. 8 are Lingayats. 7 are from the Vokaliga community. 3 are SCs, 1 ST, 1 woman. So he has somehow managed to balance his entire cabinet. However, B.S. Yediyurappa's son Vijendra will not be part of this cabinet. He very clearly stated at the press conference that was held about 2 hours ago.
Well, that's surprising. Well, thank you very much, Nolan, for joining us with those details. In moments from now, Bommai's new cabinet will take over, and like Nolan said, Yediyurappa's son Vijendra will not be part of this cabinet. Now, as Kerala struggles with worrying surge in the COVID cases, 6-member central team blamed laxity on the part of the Kerala government for the current crisis. The team pointed out that home isolation guidelines are not being followed. Institutional quarantine is needed in the state. The team here has found that only those with symptoms are being tested and has advised that testing should be done for all clusters. The report also says that only 20% of the tests conducted are RT-PCR tests. Now, the state government has revised its guidelines in view of the surge in the cases. Gathering at marriages, funerals have been restricted to 40 people. In areas where cases per 1,000 people is above 10, now there will be a triple lockdown in those areas. However, the state has now lifted curbs for Independence Day and Onam on 23rd of August. Health Minister Veena George said that government anticipates rush during Onam. The state leading In fact, right now, Kerala is leading India's COVID tally with over 1,73,000 COVID cases and a total of 17,103 fatalities reported in totality. To understand this magnitude of the crisis further, Kerala is the sole state in the country with active cases, with over 1 lakh being reported at this moment.
ये 18 जिले ही देश के 47.5% केसेस इन 18 जिलों से आते हैं और उसमें भी मुख्यतः अगर हम केरला के 10 जिले लें तो पिछले एक हफ्ते में 40.6% केसेस इन 10 जिलों से ही रिपोर्ट हुए हैं। जो केसेस अभी रिपोर्ट हो रहे हैं देश में वह लिमिटेड ट्रेजेक्ट्री, लिमिटेड एरिया से आ रहे हैं। तो जैसे जो टोटल केसेस अगर हम पिछले एक हफ्ते के भी देखें तो हम पाते हैं कि अराउंड 49.85% ऑफ द टोटल केसेस लास्ट वीक में वह केरला से रिपोर्ट हुए हैं।
Days after shocking incident of 9-year-old girl's alleged gang rape, murder and forced cremation in Delhi, there is a political beeline for the crime spot. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi visited the family of the minor Dalit victim. He was followed by Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. The Chief Minister called the crime unfortunate and announced 10 lakh rupees ex gratia. Beam Army Chief Chandrasekhar Azad visited the family yesterday. This shocking incident on Sunday has sparked protests and a demand for justice only growing, but some residents staged protests against Rahul Gandhi, blaming that the local Congress cooperator there has no apathy towards this case, has not visited the victim even once. Meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi then took the victim's parents to his car, spoke to them privately. The girl was allegedly gang raped, murdered and forcibly cremated by a priest and 3 other accomplices who have been arrested now. The family is seeking death penalty for the guilty. On Sunday evening, the 9-year-old had gone to get water from a cooler at the crematorium in Delhi's old Nangal village. Around 6 p.m., the crematorium's priest and 2-3 other people there allegedly called the girl's mother and showed her the body of her daughter. They claim that she was electrocuted while bringing water from the cooler 4 of these accused who have been arrested also allegedly dissuaded the mother from calling the police.
बेटी मेरी उल्टी जलाई गई है, मेरी बच्ची का मुझे न्याय चाहिए, मुझे मेरी बेटी का न्याय चाहिए, जल्लादों को फांसी दो। ये धमकी दे रहे थे पुलिस वाले भी, दोनों लेडीज पुलिस वाले भी कि बच्ची का रेप नहीं हुआ तो झूठ बोले। मैंने आप इतना मत, हम दबाव में डाल दिए। एक कमरा बंद मैं कर दी थी, एक में मेरे पति कर लिया था।
कल जो जितने भी रिमेन्स थे बॉडी पार्ट के बच्ची के, उसका जो भी पीएम हो पाया था वो हुआ था डीडीयू हॉस्पिटल में। और इनफॉर्मली डॉक्टर्स ने हमको, एक बोर्ड बैठा था 3 डॉक्टर्स का, उन्होंने यही बताया कि कुछ किसी कंक्लूजन पे वो नहीं आ सकते हैं क्योंकि बॉडी पार्ट्स जितने भी हैं उनसे कुछ अंदाज़ा नहीं लगाया जा सकता कॉज ऑफ डेथ क्या है। और बाकी जो जितने भी रिमेन्स हैं उनको जितना जल्दी हो सकता है हम लोग फैमिली को हैंड ओवर कर देंगे ताकि उनका जो भी उनको करना है क्रियाक्रम, व्हाटएवर राइट्स दे वांट टू फॉलो, तो वो कर लेंगे।
जो हादसा हुआ उसके साथ गलत काम होके और उसका कत्ल कर दिया गया, ये बेहद दुखद बात है। मैं अभी आया था, परिवार के उसके दोनों माता पिता से मिला। अपनी बच्ची तो वापस नहीं आ सकती और जो परिवार के साथ अन्याय हुआ है वो बेहद दुखद है। दिल्ली सरकार परिवार को 10 लाख रुपए का मुआवजा देगी। इसमें हम मैजिस्ट्रियल इंक्वायरी ऑर्डर करेंगे और इस केस में दिल्ली सरकार सबसे बड़े से बड़ा वकील कोर्ट में लगाएगी ताकि दोषियों को कड़ी से कड़ी, सख्त से सख्त सजा दिलवाई जा सके।
रेप और बलात्कार में यदि राजनीति करने की कोशिश की जाए तो मैं कहूंगा ये राजनीति का सबसे न्यून स्तर होता है, सबसे निम्न या सबसे निचला स्तर होता है। हाँ, इसमें सिंपैथी, इसमें आप खड़े रहें, आप विषय को आगे बढ़ाएं, इसमें कोई आपत्ति नहीं।
ये निकम्मी सरकार है, कानून व्यवस्था यहाँ खत्म हो चुकी है। अगर कानून व्यवस्था होती तो देश की राजधानी में अगर बच्चों के साथ ये हो रहा है तो आप समझिए कि देश से बाहर, देश के अंदर जो गांव देहात है वहां क्या क्या नहीं सहते होंगे हम लोग।